Good morning, everybody. Last class, I have discussed about Mendelian disorders. Discussed about Mendelian disorders and Mendelian disorders and sex determination. Sex determination and after sex determination, I have discussed about Mendelian disorders. What are Mendelian disorders? What are the reasons for Mendelian disorders? I will discuss in the last class. See, Mendelian disorders. So, what are Mendelian disorders? The disorders caused due to change in the structure of concerned gene. Here, the disorders caused due to change in the concerned gene. Here means the structure of gene is changed. The disorders are caused because change in the structure of concerned gene. Change in the structure of concerned gene. Change in the structure. Change in the structure of concerned gene. Concerned gene is called Mendelian disorders. Mendelian disorders. So then the somatic characters we know already. The somatic characters are controlled by or determining the somatic characters. Somatic character means body characters. Somatic or body characters. Somatic or body characters are determined by the genes present on the sex chromosomes. Determining characters. Somatic or body characters are determining by the genes present on sex chromosomes. Present on sex chromosomes. These are what? Sex chromosomes. See, the somatic characters or body characters are determined by genes present on the sex chromosomes. Genes present on the sex chromosomes called sex-linked characters. Called sex-linked characters. Sex-linked characters. Sex-linked characters. And the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance. And the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance. Here, the genes controlling somatic characters or body characters so present on the sex chromosomes called sex-linked characters, and the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance. Very first, the sex-linked inheritance was discovered by T.H. Morgan. We know already. Very first, the sex-linked inheritance was discovered by T.H. Morgan in Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster, and awarded the Nobel of French. Okay? And then the sex-linked inheritance follow the sex-linked inheritance. T.H. Morgan discovered. T.H. Morgan discovered the sex-linked inheritance in Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster, and awarded the Nobel Prize. Here, so Mendelian disorders. The disorders are caused due to change in the structure of concerned gene. Totally, when the structure of the gene is changed, it leads to a disorder. These disorders are called Mendelian disorders. Then the somatic characters or body characters are determined by the genes. So these genes are present on sex chromosomes. Means some genes can control or determine somatic characters. Clear? The genes controlling which characters? Somatic characters or body characters. They are present on the sex chromosomes. They are present on the sex chromosomes. Means the genes controlling somatic characters are present on sex chromosomes and called sex-linked characters. They are called sex-linked characters, and the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance, and the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance. So very first, sex-linked inheritance was discovered by T.H. Morgan in Drosophila melanogaster and awarded the Nobel Prize. And sex-linked inheritance follow crisscross or zigzag. Sex-linked inheritance follow sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance follow crisscross or zigzag inheritance. Zigzag inheritance. Crisscross or zigzag inheritance. You see, sex-linked inheritance follow crisscross or zigzag inheritance. It means crisscross or zigzag inheritance means zigzag or crisscross inheritance means the sex-linked characters. Here, the sex-linked characters are transmitted. Sex-linked characters are transmitted from father to grandson. It's called crisscross or zigzag inheritance. See, sex-linked inheritance follow crisscross or zigzag inheritance. So, what is crisscross or zigzag inheritance? So, in sex-linked characters transmitted from father to grandson, not son. Directly, the sex-linked characters are transmitted from father to grandson, not son. This is called crisscross or zigzag inheritance. See, most of the genes present on X chromosome. Most of the genes present on X chromosome. Most of the genes present on the X chromosome. Most of the genes present on the X chromosome. So, most of the genes present on the X chromosome control or determining the sex-linked characters. Sex-linked characters. See, the genes present on the X chromosomes, most of the genes present on the X chromosomes determine the sex-linked characters. Means sex-linked characters are determined by the genes present on the X chromosome because X chromosomes are larger in size. Because X chromosomes are larger in size. Larger in size. X chromosomes are larger in size. X chromosomes are larger in size and contains more number of genes. More number of genes. Contain more number of genes. But Y chromosomes. But Y chromosomes are smaller. Y chromosomes are smaller and contain less number of genes. Contain less number of genes. See why? The genes present on X chromosome control sex-linked characters but not Y chromosome. Clear? Why? X chromosome containing genes can determine the or controlling sex-linked characters but not Y chromosome because most of the sex-linked characters are determined by the genes present on X chromosome because X chromosome is larger. X chromosome is larger in size and contains large number of genes. But Y chromosome is smaller. Y chromosome is smaller and it contains less number of genes. Less number of genes. That's why the genes present on X chromosome control or determine sex-linked characters. Clear? So in next concept. See, in XX and XY, method of sex determination, already you know, XX and XY, it's male heterogamety, male heterogamety. I will give example Drosophila, man, grasshopper. So, in XX and XY, method of sex determination, XY, the XX, next XX and XY method of determination. XX are all females. XX are all females and XY are all males. In X and XY method of sex determination, XX are all of females and XY are all of males. XY are all of males. Because of this inheritance, because of this inheritance, because of this inheritance, the male transmit is X chromosome only to the female. Correct? Because of this type of inheritance, or because of XX and XY method of inheritance, the male transmit is X chromosome to female only. X chromosome to female only. But female transmit transmit, female transmit its X chromosome, both X chromosome to both male and female, male and female, clear? See, female transmit is X chromosome both male and female, clear? So because female has two X chromosomes, similar chromosomes are present in female, X and X. That's why female can transmit his X chromosome to both male and female offsprings. Right? So then, types of sex determinations. We know what is Mendelian disorders. So then, what are the reasons for Mendelian disorders? What is XX, XY type of Mendelian disorders? Next, types of Mendelian disorders. Or types of sex-linked inheritance. Right? Types of sex-linked inheritance. Next. Types of sex-linked inheritance. We know already what is sex-linked inheritance. What are sex-linked inheritance? What is sex-linked inheritance? So the somatic characters are controlled by the genes present on X chromosome, called sex-linked characters, and the inheritance is called sex-linked inheritance. Means somatic characters or body characters are controlled by sex chromosomes. That's all. Here, the body characters or somatic characters are controlled by sex chromosomes. That's why they are called sex-linked inheritance. So now I will discuss types of sex-linked inheritance. There are three types of sex-linked inheritance. Already I will discuss X-linked inheritance, Y-linked inheritance, and one more is XY-linked inheritance. X-linked, Y-linked, and XY-linked inheritance. So X-linked inheritance. What is X-linked inheritance? Certain genes determining see X-linked inheritance. So certain genes determining the somatic characters present on X chromosome. Present on X chromosomes, and their alleles are absent, on Y chromosome, and their alleles are absent, on Y chromosome. Are called X-linked inheritance. Here, X-linked inheritance. Certain genes determining the somatic characters present on the X chromosome. The genes are present on X chromosome, determining the somatic character, and their alleles are absent on Y chromosome. Such type of inheritance is called a sex-linked inheritance. Example: hemophilia. Then, so color blindness, hemophilia and color blindness. Next, second one, Y-linked inheritance. Y-linked inheritance. Y-linked inheritance. See, the genes determining the somatic characters. The genes determining the somatic characters present on Y chromosome. Present on Y chromosome called Y-linked inheritance. The genes determining somatic characters present on Y chromosome. Y chromosome. And this type of inheritance is called Y-linked inheritance. And this type of these Y chromosome is confined. Y-linked inheritances. Y-linked inheritance is confined to only males. Confined. Y-linked inheritances. Listen, clear? Got the point? Y-linked inheritances are confined to only males because Y chromosomes are present only in males. Y chromosomes are present only in males, but they are absent in females. Y chromosomes are absent in females. That's why Y-linked inheritances are confined to only males. And Y-linked, so such genes are called Y-linked genes. Such genes are called Y-linked genes. Such genes are called Y-linked genes, or they are also called Volandric genes. Volandric genes. Y-linked genes are also called Y-linked genes. Y-linked genes are also called Volandric genes. Y-linked genes are also called Volandric genes. And the inheritance is called Y-linked inheritance, and the inheritance is called Y-linked inheritance. Clear? Y-linked inheritance means the genes determining the somatic characters present on Y chromosome, and they are confined only to male because Y chromosomes are present in males. That's why they are confined to only males. These genes are called Y-linked genes. These genes are called Y-linked genes, and such type are Volandric genes. They are also called Volandric genes, and such type of inheritance is called Y-linked inheritance. Third one, XY linked inheritance. XY linked inheritance. XY linked inheritance. So the genes determining the somatic characters are present both X and Y chromosomes. Clear? The genes determining somatic characters present both X and Y chromosome called XY linked genes. Such genes are called XY linked genes, and the inheritance is called XY linked inheritance. And the inheritance is called XY linked inheritance. Example, xeroderma and nephritis. Xeroderma and nephritis. So Y-linked inheritance example, hypertrichosis. And second one is ichthyosis. Example for Y-linked inheritance, hypertrichosis and ichthyosis. For X-linked inheritance, hemophilia and color blindness. Clear? These are the type of sex-linked inheritance. See, X-linked inheritance, Y-linked inheritance, and XY linked inheritance. XY linked inheritance and example. So now I will discuss hemophilia first. I have discussed hemophilia. I will discuss first about hemophilia. Hemophilia. First one, hemophilia. Hemophilia. So hemophilia is also called royal disease. It is also called royal disease. Hemophilia is also called royal disease. Hemophilia is also called royal disease or bleeders disease. Hemophilia is also called royal disease, or it is also called bleeders disease. Bleeder disease. Hemophilia or bleeders disease. Bleeders disease. So hemophilia is also called a royal disease or bleeders disease. Very first, hemophilia was discovered by Dr. John Carnot Otto. Very first, hemophilia was discovered by, the hemophilia was discovered by Dr. John Carnot Otto. So Carnot Otto, a physician in Philadelphia, physician in Philadelphia. Physician in Philadelphia. Here, hemophilia is called royal or bleeders disease. Very first, it was discovered by Dr. John Carnot Otto, a physician in Philadelphia. So, the hemophilia is called royal disease. Hemophilia is called royal disease because this disease, hemophilia, occurs in royal families. Occurs in royal families of England. Royal families of England. It occurs in the royal families of England. Royal families of England. Here, hemophilia is called royal disease because it occurs in royal families of England. Next, hemophilia is called bleeders disease. Hemophilia is also called bleeders disease because when a person is injured, when a person is injured, when a person is injured, so in that person, when a person is injured, so in that person, the blood clot is delayed or continuous bleeding. So in injured person, continuous bleeding occurs. Continuous bleeding occurs. Or delayed blood clotting. Delayed blood clotting. It is because due to the specific why the blood clotting delays. Delayed blood clotting. So the deadline of blood clotting is 10 minutes. In healthy individual, the blood clot will take place within 5 minutes. Clear? Clotting time of blood in healthy individual is about 5 minutes. So deadline 10 minutes. It exceeds more than 10 minutes. It indicates some clotting factors are absent in the blood. So it takes more than 10 minutes blood clotting. It indicates some specific blood clotting factors absent in the blood. So blood clotting is because some specific factors, some specific factors, are present in the blood. Blood clotting is because of the presence of specific factors in the blood. Suppose these specific factors are absent in the blood, it leads to delayed blood clotting. Delayed blood clotting or continuous bleeding occurs, or hemorrhage. Continuous, so blood continuous bleeding is hemorrhage. So that's why it is called bleeders disease. Continuous bleeding of blood. Continuous in hemophilics. In hemophilics, there is a continuous bleeding of blood because some specific factors are absent in the blood. Because some specific blood clotting factors are absent in the blood. Clear? So hemophilia. So royal disease, and why it is called a bleeder's disease. Can you understand why it is called bleeder's disease? When a person is injured, in injured person, the blood is continuously bleeding or continuously oozes out from the body. The blood is continuously oozes out from the body. Or delayed blood clotting. Delayed blood clotting because due to absence of specific clotting factors. Specific clotting factors present or absent in the blood. Suppose specific clotting factors are absent, it leads to delayed blood clotting or continuous bleeding. That's why it is called bleeder's disease. Continuous bleeding of blood occurs in hemophilics. That's why it is called bleeder's disease. Clear? So then, types of hemophilia. Next concept. Clear? Hemophilia is called royal disease or bleeder's disease. Very first, it is discovered by Dr. John Barnard Otto, a physician in Philadelphia. Okay. Next one is types of hemophilia. Types of hemophilia. In hemophilia, there are three types. In hemophilia, there are three types. Types of hemophilia. Types of hemophilia. Types of hemophilia. So there are three types in hemophilia. There are three types in hemophilia. There are three types in hemophilia. First one, type A. Type A. Type A. Hemophilia. Type A. Hemophilia. The type A hemophilia exhibited by type A hemophilia is exhibited by 80% of hemophilics. 80% of hemophilics. Type A hemophilia, it is exhibited by 80% of hemophilics. It is due to because of type A hemophilia. Type A hemophilia is because due to the absence of the factor or deficiency of the factor. Absence or deficiency of the factor. Deficiency of the factor. So age. Because the deficiency or absence of the factor age. Of the factor age. Here. Then next, type B hemophilia. Type B hemophilia. So exhibited by type B hemophilia. Type B hemophilia exhibited by type B hemophilia is exhibited by 20% of hemophilics. 20% of hemophilics. 20% of hemophilics. It is due to the deficiency of. It is due to the deficiency of factor 9. Deficiency of factor. Deficiency of factor. Deficiency of the factor 9. Deficiency of the factor 9. And type C. Type C, hemophilia. Type C. It is exhibited by less than 1%. Less than 1% of hemophilics. Hemophilics. 1% of hemophilics. It is due to the deficiency of. It is due to the deficiency of factor 11. It is due to the deficiency of the factor 11. It is so type C. Type hemophilia is because of the deficiency of the factor 11. Factor 11. Clear? So hemophilia. So in hemophilia is also called Royal Breeder's disease. In hemophilia there are three types. First one, type A. It is exhibited by type A. Hemophilia is exhibited by 80% of hemophilics. Type A, hemophilia is because of deficiency of factor 8. Factor 8, clotting factor 8. Deficiency or absence of the clotting factor 8 in the blood. Type B hemophilia. Type B hemophilia. It is exhibited by 20% of hemophilics, and type B hemophilia is because due to deficiency or absence of the factor 9. Deficiency or absence of the factor 9. Then type C hemophilia. Type C hemophilia. It is exhibited by less than 1% hemophilics. It is because type C hemophilia is because due to deficiency of the factor 11 in the blood. So deficiency of the specific factors causes the hemophilia. Deficiency or absence of certain clotting factors or absence of deficiency. It leads to a hemophilia. Different type of hemophilia like hemophilia A, B, and hemophilia type C. Clear? Types of hemophilia and reason for different types of hemophilia. Type A, type B, and type C hemophilia because of deficiency of the specific clotting factors in the blood. Clear? Next. So then causes of hemophilia. 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 So it is caused due to the presence of hemophilia is caused due to the presence of recessive. So hemophilia is caused due to the presence of X-linked recessive gene. 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 Generally represented as, just a minute, what the point? So hemophilia is due to the presence of X-linked recessive gene. X-linked recessive gene. Already I discussed different type of sex-linked inheritance. X-linked inheritance, Y-linked inheritance, and XY-linked inheritance. So hemophilia is a X-linked inheritance. X-linked inheritance. Yeah. So hemophilia is due to the presence of X-linked recessive gene. Generally, next point, generally, they are represented as, generally, they are represented as recessive. So recessive, IH, or IH, generally they are represented as IH, they are represented as IH, they are represented as IH and the normal condition due to the presence of recessive. Generally they are represented as IH and IH. These are recessive and dominate, and the normal condition due to the presence of normal condition due to the presence of dominant, or due to the presence of dominate, so gene, dominant gene, IH, or IH1, or IH1, and IH in females, IH or IH, and this is recessive, but the condition due to presence of dominant gene IH, dominant is capital H, it's recessive. Here H is dominant in females, and IH1 in males, So the disorder hemophilia occurs primarily in males. The disorder hemophilia is primarily occurs in males. Because the males contain only one X chromosome and females contain two copies. Females contain two copies of X chromosome. Generally, hemophilia, this disorder occurs primarily in males because females contain two copies of X chromosome. X chromosome. So, if the gene, if the gene for factor 8 on the chromosome, gene for the factor 8 on the chromosome is deficiency or deficit. Gene for factor 8 on the chromosome is deficiency. In females, the alleles in the female, because in female 2 copies of X chromosomes are present, so gene for factor 8 on the one X chromosome is deficiency. So the gene for factor 8 is present on the X chromosome can compensate. The gene present on another X chromosome is compensate. That's why hemophilia does not occurs in the females. Hemophilia is primarily occurs in the males. Here, this is because due to 2 copies of X chromosomes are present in females. See, gene for factor 8 on the chromosome is deficiency. The gene present on another X chromosome can compensate. The same gene present on another X chromosome in female is compensated. That's why hemophilia does not occur in the females. Clear? But in males, only one X chromosome, correct? Only one X chromosome is present in males. So the gene for factor 8, on the chromosome is deficient. On the chromosome is deficiency or deficient. There is no another X chromosome. To compensate. That's why the males will express the disease. No X chromosome. There is no another X chromosome. That's why the males express the disease. Males will express the disease. Here, this is the reason for hemophilia. Okay, so males, the hemophilia is primarily occurs in males, but not in females, because in males only one X chromosome is there, but in females 2 copies of X chromosomes are there. Suppose in males, the gene for factor 8, and the chromosome is deficiency, there is no another chromosome for compensate. That's why the males will express the disease easily. Clear? So then hemophilia follows crisscross. Or zigzag inheritance, because the hemophilia can transmit from father to grandson. The hemophilia can transfer from father to grandson through daughter. Clear? So hemophilia follow crisscross inheritance or zigzag inheritance, because the hemophilia is transmitted from father. Hemophilia can be transmitted from father to grandson. Through daughter. through a daughter. Through a daughter. This is called crisscross or zigzag inheritance. Symptoms. 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 Symptoms of hemophilia. Symptoms of hemophilia. So bleeding in joints. Bleeding in joints associated with so pain and swelling, associated with pain and swelling, associated with pain and swelling. So gastrointestinal tract, GIT, gastrointestinal tract, and urinary tract. Urinary tract, hemorrhage. Gastrointestinal and so urinary tract, hemorrhage. Prolonged bleeding. Prolonged bleeding from cuts. Prolonged bleeding from cuts. Prolonged bleeding from cuts. So and tooth extraction. Cuts and tooth extraction. Tooth extraction. Tooth extraction. And surgery may lead to. And surgery may lead to death. Surgery may lead to death. These are the symptoms of hemophilia. First symptom is bleeding in joints, heavy bleeding in the joints, and it is associated with pain and swelling. So swelling of joints and paining of joints. So bleeding is more in the joints. So joints will pain. In joints there will be pain and swelling of joints. Then gastrointestinal tract and urinary tract. In both gastrointestinal tract and urinary tract, the hemorrhage, bleeding will occurs. Hemorrhage is bleeding in urinary tract and gastrointestinal tract. So prolonged bleeding from cuts. Cuts means injury. Suppose the person is injured from that injury, so the prolonged bleeding occurs. And tooth extraction. So and surgery may lead to death. These are the symptoms of the hemophilia. Symptoms of hemophilia. Symptoms of hemophilia. Right? Next. Symptoms of hemophilia. Take down. So non-hemophilic woman. Non-hemophilic woman. Non-hemophilic woman into man is normal man or hemophilic man. Normal non-hemophilic woman. Non-hemophilic woman. And hemophilic man. Hemophilic man. Hemophilic man. Hemophilic man. So this is phenotype. This is phenotype. This is phenotype. Then non-hemophilic woman. Genotype. IH and IH. And hemophilic man. IH1. So genotype, hemophilic man. And gametes, right? H into IH and 1 gametes. Gametes. Then IH IH1 F1 generation. F1 generation. F1 generation. See here, carrier daughter. Carrier daughter. Carrier daughter. So carrier daughter. Normal man. Normal carrier daughter or normal son. Normal son. Normal son. Next, F1 cell form. F1 cells or F1 cell pollination. F1 cell pollination. So carrier daughter. So carrier daughter. Carrier daughter into normal son. Normal son. Normal son. Genotypes. Genotypes. I H and IH1. Then gametes IH and IH and Y. Gametes IH and IH. IH Y IH IH1. So grandson will hemophilic. See, normal daughter. Normal daughter or normal female. Normal female. Normal female. Normal male. Normal male. And carrier female. Carrier female. And hemophilic. Hemophilic and hemophilic. So man. Hemophilic man or hemophilic glands. That's why. So sex-linked inheritances. That's why sex-linked inheritances follow crisscross inheritance. Means the father transmits. The father transmits. So hemophilia to his grandson. To his grandson through carrier daughter. Through carrier daughter. So this is about schematic representation of the hemophilia. Schematic representation of hemophilia. Next class I will discuss color blindness. It is also a X-linked reason. Causes for color blindness is X-linked recessive gene. It is also because X-linked recessive gene. Next class I will discuss about color blindness. Okay. And after color blindness, three diseases are there. These three diseases are autosomal recessive disorders. Autosomal recessive disorders like sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, and thalassemia. These are the three autosomal disorders. Yeah. Next class I will discuss these three diseases.